It's your boy, Markio. And we back at it again with another reaction, man. Today we got Michael Jordan. How good was Michael Jordan's best season? Now y'all let me know down below in the comments, what do y'all think was Michael Jordan's best season? Best season. I don't know. I want to know what do y'all think down below in the comments, man. But a little fun fact, man. I've been watching since The Last Dance came out a few years ago. I've been watching The Last Dance so much. Y'all don't understand like how much I love The Last Dance. Like I will watch the whole 10 episode, and then probably a few months later I will watch another 10 episodes again and again and again, over and over. I love it so much because like I learned so much about Mike. You know, inside of Mike, his story, his story just so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He's so competitive. It don't matter what it is. He competitive with everything, and people think it's a problem because he got a gambling problem. But the whole time, this man is a millionaire. He could do what he want with his money. Now look at him. He a billionaire. He the first basketball player that ever was a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's so competitive, bro. I just love his drive. I love his will. I love the way he just so confident, and it's just so like sensational. You know what I'm saying? Like I always, when I watch this, I always get motivated. Even though I've been done playing basketball about like going over by like 3 years. I think. Wait, 26, 26, 25, 24. About 4 years. I haven't played like basketball. I played, you know what I'm saying, pickup and stuff, but like I used to play college ball and stuff. But in high school, I watched The Last Dance. That gave me the most boost of all time, bro. Championship game, I had 30, boy. Because I was watching The Last Dance. I even told the interview, I was like, yeah, I was just prepared, you know what I'm saying? I was watching The Last Dance of Michael Jordan, and it just gave me that motivation, gave me that spark. You feel me? So Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. The way, if he give you that spark and that juice, ooh, I don't want to hold y'all up too much, man, but make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 16K subs. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. Let's get straight to this video.
During his legendary 13-year career with the Bulls,
13
Michael Jordan was a
seasons.
basketball god. In 1988, Jordan averaged 35 points and 3.2 steals per game, becoming the first player to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. In 92, he won the MVP and destroyed Clyde Drexler in the NBA Finals, averaging 35 points per game, including the infamous shrug game. In 1993, Jordan averaged 41 points in the finals against Charlotte. And in 1996, MJ led the Bulls to a 72-10 record. Just 3 playoff games on their way to another NBA title, in what many consider to be the best team of all time. But still, none of those years qualify as the absolute peak of Michael Jordan. MJ was at his best when he won his second MVP award, with the Bulls losing just 2 playoff games on their way to their first NBA championship, when his airness did one of the most famous moves of his illustrious career. It was the 90-91 season when Jordan was in his absolute physical and mental prime, and we can confidently say that the 1991 season was MJ's best, because he said so himself.
The last time we had dinner, he was talking about my year in 1991 versus your peak year. I would have kicked your ass. So I said, Mike, come on. Enjoy the salad.
This is the complete recap of Michael Jordan's 91 season. Arguably the greatest season in NBA history.
Really?
The Chicago Bulls picked Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
In 1984, when Jordan first came to the league, he was head and shoulders above the competition in terms of athletic ability.
Jordan has come up with another skill.
With the fastest first step in the league, the ability to palm the ball with those enormous hands.
Damn!
8-inch vertical, Michael was unstoppable when driving to the basket. But despite averaging 28 points per game as a rookie and scoring an NBA playoff record 63 points against the Celtics, which prompted Larry Bird to say he was a god disguised as Michael Jordan, MJ's game wasn't yet complete.
Michael was the most dynamic, but he couldn't handle the rock like in college. Couldn't handle the rock. So like even at times I'll be like, we play pickup, like I got Mike, because I know I'm getting up on you. Like you can't.
Now you can't say that.
You are
What happened? And then
he's the only guy that I know that his weaknesses
the
that he had at the end of his career was his strengths.
However, by the end of the 80s, Jordan had fixed those flaws. His handles were crisp. His jumper was as pure as spring water. And his
spring water, I like that.
In 1987, MJ averaged 37 points per game. And in 1990, he scored a career-high 69 points against the Cavaliers. But despite winning 4 scoring titles in his first 6 seasons, leading the league in steals twice and winning both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in 1988, something was missing: an NBA championship. After getting his butt whooped both physically and metaphorically for 3 years in a row by the bad boy Pistons, Jordan realized he needed to get stronger. So during the summer of 1990, he hired the now famous Tim Grover and started lifting weights. I never really lifted weights before because I was always afraid it would mess up my shot or slow me down. Michael's weight was around 200 pounds during the 80s. But after working with Grover, he bulked up to 218 and was better than ever. MJ was now able to bully smaller guards with his size without the need to run past them all the time. He could also back down opponents in the post more easily, which made his patented turnaround jumper more effective than ever. And when he drove to the basket, it was much harder to steer him off course. The 1991 season was also the second year with Phil Jackson and Tex Winter on the Chicago bench, who implemented the famous triangle offense. Jordan's biggest weakness used to be his unwillingness to pass the ball out of double teams. But Jackson was the first coach to make Michael pass the ball and trust his teammates. And it paid off. With his newfound strength and muscle and the system that was designed to put him in the best position to score, Jordan played the most efficient basketball of his career. Even though his scoring average dipped from 33.6 points per game to 31.5, he shot a career-high 53.9% from the field with a career low in turnovers, just 2.5 per game. Michael won another scoring title, while also averaging 6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.7 steals per game, winning his second MVP award, while being named to the All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team. The Bulls finished the season with 61 wins, which led the East and was also a franchise record. Chicago had the best offense in the league and the 7th best defense. At the time, the 4th best mark in NBA history. But even though his regular seasons were slightly worse than in previous years, that's because he played 37 minutes per game, a career low, and because his usage was down due to the triangle offense. Michael played the best basketball of his career in the playoffs.
The Bulls began filtering into the big barn about an hour and a half ago, saying hi to fans. They are ready to rumble. Coach Phil Jackson, along with Michael Jordan, who has a mixture of butterflies and adrenaline.
In the first round against the Knicks, Chicago absolutely crushed New York, allowing just 86 points per game while scoring 106. It was a clean sweep. Not one game was close, as Jordan led all scorers with 29 points per game while shooting a lights-out 53% from the field, 50% from 3, and 96% on free throws. In the second round, the Bulls played Charles Barkley and his Philadelphia 76ers, who proved to be a tougher opponent. The Bulls won the 2 opening games at home, but in Game 3, the Sixers countered, winning 99-97 despite a 46-point performance from Jordan. In Game 4, the Bulls led by 16 after 3 quarters and held on to the lead, which allowed Phil Jackson to rest Michael in the 4th, who still ended up with 25 points and 12 assists.
That's cold.
3 games to 1 lead.
In the 5th game, though, the Sixers pushed the Bulls to the brink, as the Bulls only led by 1 with 40 seconds remaining, but Jordan was simply too good, and he extended the lead with a successful drive to the basket.
Too good, boy. Too good. He too good.
and then iced the game with 2 clutch free throws as the Bulls
Great
won
free throw shooter.
195. Michael finished with
Other than
38
LeBron.
points, 7 assists, and a career-high 19 rebounds.
Okay,
The series,
Jordan.
he averaged 33 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds, leading Chicago to the conference finals against their biggest nemesis, the Bad Boys from Detroit. But this time, Jordan and the Bulls were ready for the Pistons' aggression and cheap fouls. They were younger, hungrier, and better, sweeping Detroit in a dominant fashion.
That's crazy.
As neither
Sweet.
game was particularly close. Before the final game was over, Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons
They
left the
walked
bench
away.
and walked
And then-
past the Bulls
and
in
then
silence, not
no
shaking the
handshake.
winner's hands. Their walk-off was considered
Lame as
gangster in the
hell.
state of Michigan, but was universally hated everywhere else, especially by Jordan, who's essentially hated Isaiah Thomas ever since.
You can walk out of the building any way you want. You know, the point is that to us it was gratifying. We beat them so bad that they didn't want to shake our hands.
For that series, MJ averaged 30 points, 5 rebounds, 7
He is a
assists,
30-point
3 steals,
machine.
and 1.8 blocks. Again, shooting the ball extremely efficiently, hitting 53% from the field and 60% for 3.
Wow,
The
that's
Bulls
tough.
then advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history, where they played a team that basically lived in the finals.
This series
Ernie.
tends to be, at least in the public mind, Air Jordan against the Magic Man.
Advancing to the championship round for the 9th time in 11 years. And even though the Lakers didn't have Kareem, who retired in 1989, they were still extremely dangerous. Magic was still in his prime, and so was James Worthy. And together with Byron Scott, Sam Perkins, and center Vlade Divac, their starting 5 was arguably the best in the league. The
Really?
Lakers lost just 3 games on their way to the finals, and Vegas bookmakers viewed them as the favorites, albeit with a small margin. When Game 1 started, Jordan dominated from the opening tip, with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists in the first quarter alone.
Damn.
However, the Lakers never wavered, being the more experienced team. And by the end of the third quarter, they had a 7-point lead, with Magic already posting a triple-double.
Magic Johnson
Magic, man.
supplying the firepower.
Jordan made a comeback in the fourth quarter with 13 points, but with 14 seconds to go, Perkins hit a 3-pointer, which put the Lakers back in the lead.
Perkins goes for 3. He's got it.
MJ had a chance to win the game, but his 17-foot jumper missed the target, and the Lakers escaped with a victory, despite Jordan's 36 points and 12 assists. Before Game 2, Phil Jackson made a crucial tactical adjustment by putting Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson,
That's
while
a big
Michael
last
Jordan
dance.
guarded Vlade Divac and also switched to the point guard position for the rest of the series. But in the first half of Game 2, Michael was atypically passive, scoring just 2 points in the opening 20 minutes.
Michael Jordan has attempted only 2 shots, 1 for 2 from the field.
However, due to a strong performance by Horace Grant, who scored 14 points, the Bulls had a 5-point lead at the half. And then, in the second half, Jordan woke up, making 13 consecutive shots.
God,
The
bro,
most
this man is
layup in his career.
different. He went from 2 points to going ballistic in the second half.
Greatest shot. Now, I've been involved in all 3 of them. First, Dr. J walked out in air, out of bounds.
Oh, yeah,
Reverse layup, under.
Right.
Michael Jordan in 1991 came down on us with the right hand, tongue out. He switched in midair to the left.
Dunked that too.
Spun it against the glass.
The Bulls crushed the Lakers, winning 107-86, with Jordan posting 33 points on 15 for 18 shooting, along with 13 assists,
That's
which
crazy.
tied his playoff career high. When the series moved to Los Angeles, it seemed like the Lakers would grab another win, as they went on an 18-2 run that put them up by 13 points midway through the third quarter.
What a pass. Magic Johnson.
But the Bulls bounced back, and with 14 seconds to go, MJ hit a mid-range jumper to tie the game and force overtime.
Clutch. His jeans is so crazy, bro. Give him the
In
ball.
overtime, Michael outscored the Lakers by himself,
The spin by Jordan and hits on the reverse.
as the Bulls won 104-96, with Jordan posting 29 points and 9 assists.
Damn.
In Game 4, the
That
Bulls
is
grabbed the
passive.
lead early, leading by 16 after 3 quarters.
After 3, the Bulls by 16 over the Lakers.
To add injury to insult, the Lakers lost both James Worthy and Byron Scott, who left the game, which made the Bulls' job easier, and they won by 15, with Jordan once again dishing 13 assists along with 28 points. And even though the Lakers put up a great fight in Game 5, they couldn't beat the Bulls without Worthy and Scott. Chicago closed out the series with a 108-101 victory. Jordan was finally a champion, also winning the Finals MVP.
Michael Jordan is the unanimous MVP. He got all 11 votes.
Averaging 31.2 points, 6.6 rebounds, 11.4 assists, 2.8 steals, and 1.4 blocks.
Beautiful
he
basketball.
made 56% of his shots, including 50% for three and 85% from the free throw line. It was the most complete series of his career. And MJ proved that he wasn't just a scorer, dominating both as a finisher and as a passer, while simultaneously playing world-class defense. For the playoffs, Michael averaged 31.1 points per game, becoming just the third Finals MVP to average 30 for the entire playoff run, after George Mikan and Jerry West. And even though Jordan was even more dominant as a scorer in 92 and 93, he wasn't as efficient as he was in 91. Also, during the 91 playoff run, Michael posted 8.4 assists on just 2.5 turnovers, which is by far the best mark of his career. Now, during the second three-peat, Jordan lost a bit of his speed, which hindered his efficiency and assist numbers, despite still averaging over 30 points per game during each of those championship
crazy.
runs. And that's why the 1991 season was his best. Jordan was as fast as he was when he came to the league, but was now stronger and more willing to trust his teammates. The advanced metrics also confirm this, because in the 91 playoffs, Jordan posted career highs in player efficiency rating, win shares, box plus minus, and value over replacement player. And since the Bulls lost just 2 playoff games on their way to the championship, we can confidently say 91 was the best year of MJ's career. Thanks for watching. And
all my OGs, man, I know y'all enjoyed this video. I know y'all are real big Michael Jordan supporter. I wanna know, like, what was y'all favorite season? What do y'all think was his best season? Do y'all think this was his best season? Because, like, you remember when in the beginning Kobe said, when they sat down, he said, my 91 year versus your peak, I would destroy you. Now, if Michael Jordan said that, he probably felt his best that year as a machine. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, bro. Like, we are blessed. We are blessed. Even though I wasn't, like, born around that time to watch Michael Jordan, but now in today's world, like, you can watch a lot of Mike and stuff. Like, Mike gave us the best basketball ever. If it wasn't no Michael Jordan, basketball wouldn't be the same. Mike gave us the best. He gave us the mentality. He gave us the confidence. He gave us everything, the will, the drive. Like, Michael Jordan, this is beautiful, bro. When you watching a Michael Jordan video, it's always gonna go good. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jordan, we really blessed, man. Michael Jordan gave us good peak basketball. Basketball, man. He gave it his all. He gave it his all, bro. It's just so beautiful just to watch Mike, man. It's just so different. Like, I'm so happy, man. Like, Michael Jordan he's just a machine. He can do everything, bro. When they needed him to be a point guard, he became a point guard. That's just different, bro. You don't see people doing it like that. From just still scoring the way he was scoring, 30 a game. Ah, man, he was at peak, bro. He was peak every year. From the beginning, bro. When he first came in the league, averaging 28 as a rookie. We gotta be more grateful, bro. He the greatest of all time. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, what do y'all think about this, man? What do y'all think? What was Michael Jordan peak of basketball? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm out.